What are you talking about?
Yeah, just pop one out.
You want me to just write a skit as the cold open?
Yeah, pop one out.
It's literally
right
not
now.
possible. That's not possible.
Do it. Pop it out.
That's not how that works. Nope.
Pop it out.
Zach, I will hit intro right now if you don't hit it.
Intro!
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't listening to a thing you just said. Let's go!
My leg looks like Picasso. See, God damn it.
Have you? I think you know the answer.
You. Oh my God. This man, he needs to be studied in a lab.
I can explain everything.
No, he can't.
I can explain.
There is no shot.
The Lakers.
I'm not going to let you choose the Lakers.
Damn
Pick
it.
something else. We made such a mess. I am a casual.
We are mega casuals. Hi guys. Wait, I just got a hate comment. Ooh, man. Got a live hate comment while we're recording the pod. Love that. Anyways,
It's gonna hurt
hi guys.
your ego.
You
What'd
know
they say?
me.
Wait, hold up. What'd they say?
They said, ew, bye
Oh,
bye.
bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh, bing bong spotting.
My bing bong is doing NC-17 stuff to herself right now. So we're just gonna, I don't think she's in the frame, thank God. Hi boys, you guys know me, but this is Zach. Say hi, Zach.
OG Zach. Turn me up. I'm part of the logo. I've been here.
Yeah, that's part of the logo. It's the other half of the logo. Obviously, we went on hiatus. We're okay. Let's be real.
No,
We're a
I
sports
went on a hiatus.
No, because the podcast went on hiatus. But we're a sports podcast. 95% football.
95? You're giving us way too much credit for football. We talk
No,
more
it's
non-sports than anything.
It's mainly football. So that's why we basically took a hiatus right when the NFL season ended, because sometimes
We're back.
We kind of made the decision of like, would you rather talk about bullshit and nothingness for 5 straight months or just maybe let it simmer? And so that's what we did.
Nah.
But we're back.
Yeah, Connor carried. Connor got us viral. Shout out Connor.
Nah.
Popped off.
Not viral.
Well.
Just having fun.
Yeah, nah. Give yourself some credit. What do we got? Like 20K followers. So we probably have 50K followers total all across 3 platforms.
Yeah, we're getting close to that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Think
so,
about where we were at 2 years ago. We had like 3. It was Japes.
I mean, Zach, think about
Japes
where we
was
were
all
at.
3.
Think about where we were at in March. We had like
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
But season 3 of Mega Casuals podcast is back. I can't believe it's 3 seasons, Zach. Holy shit.
I know, it's crazy.
That's actually insane.
You know what I'm curious?
Yeah.
Like, we have a ton of followers now.
Right?
How much views does this get? Like,
Yeah.
Are the skits carrying? I bet you the skits are absolutely carrying. Because Algo hates stuff like this. Algo hates long-form content.
Hates
so it's
long-form content.
What are you going to do?
Like legit, I upload the skits both. I mean, because YouTube is kind of weird. We'll get to the sports. All right, just trust us. Me and Zach are catching up here. I upload.
Yeah, he moved away.
Yeah. We live 1,000 miles apart. But that doesn't mean we're not gonna be doing IRL pods together. Keep an eye out for those. Just gonna leave that there. But I upload the shorts to YouTube, but YouTube only allows a maximum time of a minute, and a lot of my skits are longer than a minute because TikTok and Instagram allows that. So I re-upload those skits full length on the channel, and those videos on average are doing like at least 1,000 views. Zach, do you know what I had to do on this channel to get anything above 100 views up until like 5 months ago? Literally, it was impossible.
Yeah, but you've been grinding. You actually been grinding so hard and never quit once. Like,
I kind of quit
You've been
on my
doing this
vacation. I was trying to keep up with the schedule, but the time difference.
well,
was
no, I'm talking about like the fact that you started 10 plus years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And literally just were like, nah, I'm not gonna stop. You got like 10 views on videos for 10 plus years, and you were like, yeah, I'll just keep going one day, right?
I'm doing it for the fun. That's the best part about it. I just really enjoy doing it. I mean, like, as infuriating as Madden is, and that's why I don't make like Madden videos anymore. I like wish Madden was a good game because I'd love to upload that content again, but it's not worth my mental health.
What about the college game?
I really do love College Football 25, but I just haven't had time, honestly. Between filming a skit every day and work, and I need some free time. Like,
Yeah. little skit goblin.
You gotta find balance. Literally, the only days that I don't record skits are Saturdays and Wednesdays. And that's because Saturdays I do chores, and Wednesdays I go see a movie, so I can have some condog time. Anyways,
Just by yourself. You're just sitting alone.
Before we hop into our main segments, Zach and I are going into like year, I don't know, like 9. I don't know what it is. It's probably like 6, I think, realistically, of our fantasy football league. We had our drafts yesterday, and Zach, I'm gonna say it. This is probably the first time in the history of these leagues that I have felt good about my drafts.
Yeah, no, I hate my team. I hate my team so much.
Oh yeah, Zach had an experience. Just know, Zach wanted a receiver, got a defense. Zach wanted a receiver, got a quarterback.
Yeah, let me explain what happened. So, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming the boys. I tried. It's Labor Day weekend. If you know anything about retail, especially home improvement retail, you're not getting Labor Day weekend off, especially the Saturday and the actual day. So, I had to work, and I just needed the draft moved up just a little bit. Like 5 o'clock would have been perfect, but so I go in. The draft starts at 6:30. I leave my house and start driving at 6:30. So the entire first 4 rounds, I'm committing a crime and texting while driving, basically, and drafting the whole time. Have like 20, like I'm just keep like looking up and down, like trying to figure stuff out. At some point, I kind of just my own safety and the other people's safety around me kicked in, and like I just started clicking the first guy that was on the board.
That won't hold up in the court of law, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so then I get to work, and I get there at 7 p.m. My normal shift is 1:30 to 10, so like most of my day is gone. So I have to like catch up on everything. So the minute I get there, it's people calling me, people asking all these sorts of questions. They need me all over the place. So again, I was just having my phone out at work, like just trying to make stuff happen. The internet in my building is terrible. That's where like the random auto picks came in.
We could tell.
Yeah, the random auto picks came in. Like I drafted a person, and then the screen would freeze. I'd close out the app, get back into it, and it was Jared Goff. And I was like, wait. And it was like the 9th round or something like that. I was like, wait, please, why? Why is it Jared Goff?
No, the funniest part, too, is I was like, I wonder how Zach feels about that pick. 30 seconds later, just pain, all caps, 1,000 A's. Yeah.
And then I didn't even feel good about it. Like one of my last picks, it wasn't the last pick of the draft, which I normally say for defense. It was like the 13th or 14th round, whatever. I picked like Jerry Jeudy or something like that. He's probably never gonna like be a starter, but I picked a player that could play. I picked him, put my phone away because I don't want to get fired or in trouble for just staring at my phone. Looked back about 2 minutes later to see how it was going. It was the Jets defense, and then Nick clowned me in the draft. He said, no one needs 90 seconds to pick the Jets defense. And I was like, bro, I didn't. I promise you I picked her. It was pain. It was pain. And then keeper, same thing. I was still at work the entire time. I'm a little more fine with my keeper team.
The keeper draft also, like, I feel like once round like 6 hit, no one was
We
really
all were
invested.
on auto.
Yeah.
We were all on auto. And
I was just sitting there. I was like, everyone, like when we were doing our reg league draft, I was in. I was locked in. I was like, I need to know what's going on. Keeper, once round 4 or 5 hit, I was like, I'll just watch TV and occasionally like pop in to see what's going on here. But do you like do you like both your teams? I mean, I know you made a trade. You traded
okay, so for Devin Singletary, which I looked on some analyzers and I was a couple points in the negative of losing the trade.
You traded a wide receiver too with high-ish upside for a running back on a bad offense.
Yeah, in a vacuum. I don't know. I honestly don't know. He has the projections and the stuff to make me think that he is. If not, he's a high-end running back too. It's fine. Yeah. In a vacuum, yes, it seems like I lost that trade, and I probably did. But when you look at who I had previously as my RB2, it was Trey Benson, who won't see definitely isn't starting or playing much very, very early on. So And my wide receivers, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marvin Harrison, Deebo Samuel, and George Pickens already. So, I mean, yes, Godwin was a good piece. I have Lockett on the bench.
But you have depth. You have really good depth.
I have wide receiver depth for sure. So I definitely needed that upgrade. I got Lamar. I was hoping somebody would have shouted it out. I drafted 4 wide receivers and then a quarterback. That was how my first 5 rounds went. I was hoping someone was going to ask what happened with my running back.
Nah, hero running back, like Japes won one of our leagues last year going hero running back. So, I mean, even I am almost every single year I've done fantasy, I always go running back for the top 2 rounds. And this year, I think I was like running back, 3 straight receivers, and then quarterback, and then running back. So, like, I think, honestly, hero running back's not a horrible strategy because, especially since we do PPR, like, wide receivers are so OP.
Yeah, no. And I think my wide receivers are going to just be little reception goblins for sure. You got Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison, Deebo, and George.
I think George will be more of a yardage merchant than a PPR merchant.
Well, I mean, until we get, like, I don't know if Roman Wilson's going to start. And then, like, if Roman Wilson doesn't play, who's his 2?
It's probably going to be Jefferson.
That he's just going to pepper with targets? I bet you we go with George.
I think the number 2 in the offense, I thought talking wide receiver, I think the number 2 in the Pittsburgh offense is going to be Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Forget about Patty.
But
yeah, I mean, reg team, it's not terrible. It didn't go the way I planned to. One, I was on the road the whole time. But I do think I would like my team better at the 8th spot than the 12, because I originally had the last pick.
You did,
and I didn't want that because I think I had that last year.
Whether it's at the 12 or the 1, I just like being at a turn because then you don't get snipes in between picks.
Yeah, you definitely get to build your team at those positions because you kind of just reach for the guys that you want 99% of the time. You know what I mean?
Bro, another thing.
But I feel like the 12 and the 1 spot, you have to be someone who like really researched, and I did 0 research at all. Like not even. I did a couple mock drafts yesterday.
I think that was most of our league. I could tell most of our league was going off ADP on Sleeper than like anything else.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys are curious today, though, what we're talking about, we're going to do our division predictions for who's going to each division, and then we're also going to do some bold takes. So we usually, like, stack the podcast with segments, and then we end up going, like, either way too long or we rush through segments. We're going to try a new approach, and we're also going to try and keep things somewhat consistent, like 45 to 55 minutes on the podcast episodes as opposed to, maybe 40 to as long as an hour and 40, because Zach and I both have lives, and also we recognize you guys do too. And like
that also depends on me. I like to run off on long tangents.
Zach is a yapper. Zach loves to yap, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, y'all boys are probably gonna hate me. I'm probably gonna be the most hated character of all time. They came for Connor. They got Big Dog Zach.
No. Oh yeah, I just realized this is basically like new character unlocked for all the viewers. They just unlocked a brand new person on the channel.
What's up?
They're soon gonna unlock Nick and then Japes and then Austin and then Parker. So damn.
Wait till you meet Nick and Austin, boys. they some interesting characters.
They were kind of introduced, but not fully, because this is like when they came in, that's when we got a first surge. But ever since
they're worth a watch. You definitely want to watch the Nick and Austin episodes, that's for sure.
And also the Zach plus Japes episodes, Chef Kiss.
Zach plus Japes episodes are the best, dude.
Those are probably the
primiest. I need my boy Japes.
Okay, so we're gonna start with our division predictions. We got 8 divisions. So, and also we're not gonna rush through these. We'll talk about it. I was watching last year's predictions. We were just like, all right, AFC North, who do you think it is? Yep, me too. Cool. Let's go to the next one. I think this year we can definitely talk about it a little bit more. How has your offseason attention to the league been, Zach?
Twitter.
I mean, honestly, I mean,
Twitter and CBS notifications and the occasional sleeper notification.
You CBS, that's crazy.
Yeah, just CBS Sports. They give me all sorts of stuff. Shout out CBS Sports. It's definitely such an old man app.
Such an old man app. I feel like
they give me good info sometimes. No, they give me good info. No, it's definitely nowhere near what it's been. It's probably the least amount ever. But I think that's come with just growing up a little bit and having
Oh,
a different life than I used to have. I used to be able to just sit at home and binge talk shows and all sorts of stuff.
Miss being a kid, honestly.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, free rent, free food, homework and girls.
Free
were the biggest
food.
problems. Oh, free food. Dude, free food.
Yeah. Free food's a
Actually,
W.
no. Sorry. Free rent is S tier. Free food goes into A
Yeah.
tier. Like,
Yeah, but like you get used to paying rent. Like at this
but
point,
you don't
like
enjoy-
rent's
I
just
get used to paying for food too. Doesn't mean I like doing it.
Yeah, but nah, like never like thinking about never having to buy food again. And then and that's the other thing. It wasn't just free food. It was free prepared, cooked, cleaned.
Snacks.
You walk
Everything.
downstairs, dinner was done, you ate it, boom, you walk back upstairs, you're good.
Now we have to make dinner.
Yeah, nah. And paying rent, I go to work. That's fine. I like my job. I would just go to work to pay my rent, and then boom, I'd come home. There'd be dinner every night. There'd be lunch every time I need it. That was, I've always said this. Here it goes. Here comes the yapping, boys. I've always said this. When summer break happened, I missed having a lunch every single day. Guaranteed lunch every day.
Oh, like school lunch?
During summer, yeah, school lunch. And I enjoyed school lunch. I mean, I'm a big boy. I eat anything. I liked it.
Bro,
but-
Harriman High Schools, do you remember the potato soup that they had with like the cheddar rolls that they would serve? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was S tier, bro. That shit was so
gas.
good.
That was gas. That was gas.
That was the
I was
only time
I was
ever
a
ate
salad
lunch.
bar kind of guy. I was a salad bar kind of guy. It was the most bang for your buck.
Wait, really? I literally would. I think I ate lunch in the cafeteria 4 times in the 3 years
Every
that I
day,
was
dude.
at Harriman. Nah.
90% of the time I was in the lunchroom chilling with my boys, Japes and N-Man, playing Clash Royale, eating a salad that I just stacked to the moon because you could do whatever you wanted. They didn't weigh it. They didn't care. And it was still the same $2.
So crazy. Our lunch dynamics were so opposite. You were in the lunchroom.
It's the same. Yeah,
No.
it's the same. Like everyone says that. Everyone says like, no, I used to eat the crazy bread and
That's
go
what
to
I
the
was going to say. I'd probably go to the store.
Everyone that says I'm weird for going to the cafeteria always says I just ate crazy bread every day and went and hung out.
Every day. Crazy bread, a frazzle, and I would sit in the little theater with my friends.
you would feed into the Harriman High economy, dude. You were just feeding into it. That was expensive.
It was.
My meal was $2.
$7.50 a day. $7.50 a day.
$2 a day for the. It was a salad. I'm not saying it was healthy. It had
Healthier than
breaded
crazy
chicken
bread.
on it.
So much healthier than
had-
crazy bread.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it was a stacked salad. It had all the little meats, the little cube deli meat and everything. You would get rolls, and I had a trick to squeeze 2 rolls to make it look like one. I had that salad bar down, dude. I had that salad bar down to where I could eat good every single day for $2 of my mom's money, and I never once ran out of lunch money. My sisters did. I'm calling you guys out because you guys were crazy bread eaters.
Love crazy bread. So good. If you're not from that's a Little Caesars thing, right? Crazy bread.
Yeah, crazy bread.
Yeah,
Everyone
I was gonna
knows.
say if you're not from Utah, Frazzle is basically like a slushie from our local.
Yeah.
gas
No, our
station.
high school was weird. They had a little shop that they would.
Employ students for free,
And
by the
yeah.
way, free labor.
Yeah, yeah. They would have the students work it, and I never understood why or even how. Like sometimes I would just see a new person in there, and they'd be like, "Hi."
Yeah.
I'd never ordered there. Didn't buy one thing from there for my 3 years because I knew the tricks. They were marking everything up. It was
so
it was
high.
wild. But every single day they would come in there with 100 bags of crazy bread.
Oh,
every
the
day.
deliveries were crazy, dude.
Every day. They were keeping that Little Caesars in business. Our high school was, and the student body ate it up. The trash cans were full of crazy bread bags. Literally, people lived on just straight bread for lunch every day of their lives.
Bro, I'm pretty sure the Harriman football team was living off of crazy bread from the campus store, bro.
No wonder we could barely win anything.
We got a championship. We got one championship over Lone Peak. Fucking take that L, Lone Peak.
Yeah. I
That was
remember
awesome.
my favorite memory from that game was the fact that Lone Peak So like their little like rally towels were black trash bags, and I was just clowning them the entire time for bringing trash bags. I was just like, "You're calling yourself trash? You guys are trash bags." Dude, it was the craziest time. That was literally the only thing I remember from that football game.
Okay, we'll talk about sports now. We'll do our division predictions.
That was sports. Hey, chill out.
Yeah, sorry. We'll talk about professional league sports. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost every viewer. All of them gone.
Yeah, they're all gone. Well, maybe Japes and Amona, they're listening, but they're not watching.
I doubt you Japes is here.
Oh, I don't think
Doubt
Japes
it.
is ever here from the
If
beginning.
Japes is here, text me right now. Japes, text me that you're here.
Well, not
I
right now.
severely
'cause
doubt that you're here.
That'd be weird if it was right now. But you mean
No, he knows.
Japes, send a
He knows
screen
what I mean.
record of this.
No, you're making it too complicated. Just text me that you're here.
All right.
You always make things too complicated.
Yo, well, you yap, I make things overcomplicated. Welcome to the Mega Casuals podcast, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do our division predictions. So we'll go through each division. We're going to start with the AFC, and then we'll make our way to the NFC. First division, AFC North. Got the Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Ravens. Who won it last year? Ravens? Yeah. Ravens won the division last year. Browns also made the playoffs as well as the Steelers. Best division in football. I think it's pretty definitive.
That's pretty, There's not much competition.
Last year, Zach and I got this right. We both got this right. Just going to point that out. We were 1 for 1 or 2 for 2 on that.
And I'm going to ride with it. I'm saying they win again. I'm taking the Ravens.
I also think
you're
the
gonna
Ravens
disagree.
are going to win the division
Really?
again. I do.
You told me the
yeah.
Ravens were trash. Do you not remember the episode about the draft where you like hated on the Ravens for like the entire time?
No.
Oh no, it was the off season. You were talking about the off season, and you hated the Ravens off season.
Oh yeah. When we were in Utah last time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
you
like
hated the
they haven't done that much. They they just didn't add that much besides from Derrick Henry, who I think is just a little bit older. But I just think the Ravens are just like the Cowboys of the AFC. They're gonna have a great regular season, and then once the postseason comes, it's gonna be like a. So I just
they'll disappear.
I expect them to dominate the regular season. Probably going to win 13 games if I had to guess, and then probably not get a bye because I think Kansas City's going to have a huge bounce back this year. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But, yeah, I just think that Baltimore – I mean, Cincinnati is really interesting because I don't know where you're at with them. For me, I genuinely don't just – it's such a big question mark. It sounds like Jamar's going to get his contract this week. But so like they're there, but I don't know what to expect because I haven't seen this team with Joe Burrow in so long. And last time we did, they were, a contender. So I need to see some more before I believe it. And so I think the Ravens, it is kind of a safe pick, but
I feel like the Bengals are like the Chargers. They lose their quarterback, they lose their team, and then it's just like you never know. And their quarterback has been injury prone for most of his career. Like you can't say that he's not.
Can I say something?
He's gotten hurt so much. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
I don't think that comparison stands because the Bengals were able to go 9-8 without Joe Burrow for most of the season last year, and the Chargers were barely able to get 5 wins without Herbo. I would say that Herbo was a better quarterback, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about the Browns right now because I'm going to talk about them a little bit later. But then as a Steelers fan, I do think we'll win 9, maybe 10 games. Probably be giving our team a heart attack, or our fans a heart attack for the entirety of the season. We're not going to win the division. I mean, mathematically, Zach, follow me here, okay?
Following.
We win 10 games last year, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was Justin or Russell, the quarterback was an upgrade from Kenny, right?
1,000%.
Okay. We did not get worse at any position except for maybe wide receiver 1 because we lost Deontay, right?
Yeah.
So mathematically, we should be a shoo-in for 1 to 2 more wins on the season since we had 10 last year and we've upgraded for the most part, right?
I mean, it depends on schedule, but sure. I'm following.
Mathematically, not
yeah. I'm following. Go ahead.
So then, you know how there's boy math, girl math? There's Steelers math. If you're supposed to do better, you're just plateauing. If you're supposed to do worse, you're going to exceed that bitch. Since we're supposed to do better, we're just going to plateau. 9 wins for the Steelers, a 15th overall draft pick next year.
Really?
Probably.
I'm sitting back. It blew me away. No, I think we'll win at least 10.
At least, I mean, listen, that wouldn't surprise me, and I'm just keeping my expectations as low as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be outstanding. We have such a tough schedule. Like,
Such a tough
I think we're both going to get really like our hopes up heading into like week 9.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
thinking.
then like week 9 we might be like 6-2 or or like 7-2 or whatever it would be. But then the gauntlet's going to come and we're going to start losing.
Except
And
a
I
lot
just
of
feel
it
like
is
that's what's
division
gonna
games.
happen.
Pittsburgh's usually good against division.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you said Ravens though.
Ravens, yep.
Okay, moving on. AFC South.
This one's
No one could have got this right last
pretty
year. Okay,
easy.
we said the Jaguars last year. We got it wrong because CJ came out of nowhere. But I'm saying
CJ's a dog.
I'm
I'm
saying-
sticking with CJ.
Oh, I thought you said the J. But yeah, I was like, you're going to the Jaguars? No, I'm also sticking with CJ. I think the Texans will win this division. And
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear.
I think it's pretty convincing. Like I like 1 to 2 wins over the rest of the division. Like, do you agree?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're definitely a much better team than anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colts are good, but
I need to see more.
I bet
of
the
Anthony
Colts are
Richardson.
the Colts are the only question mark on that like race.
No. Wait, do you mean like to maybe get it or just in the division overall?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they
'Cause-
might. They're the only ones that could probably compete.
Oh, okay. Well, I would put Jacksonville above the Colts. I think Jacksonville could maybe have a bounce back.
I don't know.
I'm not.
I'm losing hope in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's just Midosaurus Rex every single year.
And then Tennessee's probably going to be drafting it within the top 5. But you didn't hear that from me
Yeah.
because Tennessee hates us so much.
Yeah, Titans fans are wild, dude.
Never forget when we were correct with our prediction that they would be drafting in the top 10, and everyone's like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. We have Jeffrey Simmons. It's like, all right. So Texans for both of us. Can't wait to see how we do. So we are so far
I
2
feel
for
like
2. I think we're probably
It's
going
gonna
to
be 4 for 4. Yeah, it's just the AFC's pretty simple this year
Actually, I don't think we're going to go for 4.
to try to predict.
AFC East. Last year we said it was the Bills. It was the Bills. Zach?
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Oh, fuck. I am also taking the Dolphins. I didn't think you were going to roll with the Dolphins. I thought you were going to roll with the Bills.
No, the Bills are probably gonna regress just a little bit. I think Diggs was a really important piece on this team.
I don't. I just think that the Dolphins are going to be like 1 game better. I mean, the Bills have been running that division for so long that I think it just like Miami almost won that division last year, but they had that kind of crumble off towards the second half of the season. I think they might get it a little bit more consistent this year if they can avoid injuries and have some consistency on the offense. That offense is like a arguable top 3 offense in the league. So I just think it's that division's due for a new winner, and I think Miami's the best spot to do it.
Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
Don't even. Patriots are going to be like 4 or 5 wins, and the Jets. I don't know about the Jets. I don't know. Genuinely don't have.
I feel like the Jets
clue.
are gonna have like a Steelers-like season. I bet you they go like 10-7. It's pretty average. That's gonna be average in the AFC.
Do you think Rodgers is back? Not like full back. We'll say like 60% back.
I bet you he plays pretty good this year, as long as he stays on the field.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like lost at all. He just needs to stay on the field.
Okay, I agree with that. AFC West. I'm gonna open the floor up to Zach Roth here.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty easy. I mean, if you really truly believe in Jim like that much, if Jim is truly the savior, then sure, go for the Chargers. But like, it's pretty clear that the Chiefs are the best team still.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Chiefs. How do you think that division shakes out? Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. Minshew could be decent. Like Minshew could make that team decent, but I don't know if it's enough to keep him from last place. Because I think Bo Nix might be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, just because you know
that's
what?
fair too.
I kind of think that Sean Payton's career might have been helped out a lot by Drew Brees. I'm just going to say it right there. I know that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, and a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I'm just saying. Maybe one of the best quarterbacks of all time helped this coach get his reputation, considering he's been kind of shit without him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Smells of
I mean,
Belichick.
the Broncos didn't play that bad last year, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, up until they realized they should start losing, and then they were like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
we need more L's. Okay, so
Throwing's
4 for 4.
wild.
Genuinely expected you to pick the Bills, or
The
just
Bills
not
is just the
Dolphins.
casual answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at most of my picks here. And
Because you just like go, oh, yeah, Josh Allen's good. Better than everyone else. So, boom.
yeah. I'm like looking at my NFC picks. I'm like, where are Zach and I going to disagree? Because there's got to be one. Okay,
I'm hoping.
we'll start NFC North. Zach?
I think this is where it's going to get you. I think the Packers take this division.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think the Lions are going to be good, but I also think the Packers are going to be pretty dang good this year. And I bet you the Packers win like more divisional games than the Vikings do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Or
than the Lions do. But the Lions are probably the safe pick, though.
my pick for this division winner is the Chicago Bears.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
There ain't no fucking way. I'm picking the Detroit Lions.
I was like, wow.
I think the Bears will win like 8
I was like,
games.
my pick's pretty bad, like in the grand scheme of things. Your pick's really bad.
Bro, that's like anyone who's just now watching the NFL and seeing all of the hype around the Bears. That's who their pick is. But again, I still think the Bears are gonna be fun. Probably 8-9 wins. I think Caleb Williams is gonna, for the most part, live up to the hype. But I think Detroit wins this, and here's why, Zach. Do you know how good Jared Goff is when he's playing indoors?
Yeah.
He's insane. Do you know how many outdoor games they have this year, Zach?
I don't.
3.
Oh, wow.
They play
That's pretty
outside 3 times. And I think 2 of them are in the first half of the season.
Let's go, Monra.
So-
W Monra pick.
I genuinely think that the Lions could win 14 games this year, especially because they kept Ben Johnson, who was like the hottest head coach candidate, and he was like, nah, I'm going to run it back. And also, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or something, or like a hot take, but I think that Ben Johnson is more important to that team than Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell is very like Mike Tomlin-esque, like with character and team building, but I think when it comes down to X and O's, it seems like Ben Johnson's a lot more important. Does that mean to say?
Yeah.
And then banished to the Shadow Realm are the Vikings, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. They got cursed. They got cursed.
Yeah, you've seen the video. Listen, I know I've been the #1 supporter of Sam Darnold for entirety. I'm pretty sure more than his parents. I still think
That's wild.
he's going to be surprising people with the Vikings, okay? Even when they drafted JJ, I was like, roll with Sam. Sam has been dealt the shittiest of shit hands in the league. So I still think they could win 7 games. I think Justin Jefferson could still get 1,700 yards with Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold could throw for 4,000. Oh, did I just say that? Wait, hold on.
That's
4,000 yards. Hold on.
That's cap.
Let me think about this. Let me think about. Hold on. Time out. Let me think about this.
Cap.
4,000 yards.
What's 4,000 divided by 17? That's 235 yards a game.
Can Sam do that? I think Sam
That's
could have
not happening.
I think Sam could have 2 games with 400 plus. Whoa. I'm just saying a lot of stuff right now. I'm really.
Yeah. 400
Justin
plus is
Jefferson?
crazy.
With Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
Jordan Addison won't be on the field for a lot of the games because he's going to get suspended, and then Hawkinson won't be on there either. Oh. You know, I'm sticking with it. I'm not backing
It's
down.
just
Sam Darnold throws for 4
just.
at least. If the over/under was 4,001 yards, I'm taking the over.
What do you think it is?
4,002. The over/under for Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Ooh, do you have it?
I'm going to pull it up.
If I had to guess what they're going to put his over/under at, probably like 3,300 yards.
It's 3,500. 3,500 and a half
So I'm like
from
hammering you over.
DraftKings.
What's that divided by 17?
Yeah.
Hey Google, what's 3,500 divided by 17?
3,500 divided by 17 is approximately 205.88.
Oh, 200 yards a game? Pff, easy. Easy money. With the arm that man has? Anyways, we'll move on to
Go
another
do it.
division.
You can bet in your state. Go do it.
We have other divisions to talk about. NFC South, Zach. Don't tell me yours. Well, actually,
Okay.
I think we're gonna have the same one. Honestly, I'm picking the Falcons.
I'm also picking the Falcons.
So close to picking the Bucks. Not gonna lie. I think the Saints are gonna be a little.
They definitely win second place, but they're not going to be better than the Falcons.
No, and like just based off of the upgrades the Falcons have made, like we were talking about the Steelers quarterback position. Have we seen the Falcons quarterback play over the last couple of years?
Yeah.
It's been Dookie.
From Ritter to the Kirko chains is pretty fire.
Yeah, and also they've made huge upgrades on the defense. I mean, literally just within the last couple of weeks, they had Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon, but they also re-signed a lot of the younger players. They have a really underrated and good offensive line. They're actually going to use Bijan Robinson this year and the rest of their offense. I mean, like, as a Steelers fan, I know we have Arthur Smith now, but, like, congratulations to Atlanta for not having him because he was kind of holding you guys back.
Yeah, that's fair as well.
But Tampa Bay's interesting. I think Tampa Bay's just kind of boring, and so no one's really going to – like, they're just meh. Like, Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at fantasy.
Yeah, but Mike Evans is just going to get you
1,000
your
yards.
consistent yardage. You got Godwin there that could do some good things, and then you got Baker, and it really, really depends on which Baker you get.
Yeah, and I think that the Bucks could win 9 games, and knowing the NFC, that could be enough for a divisional spot again.
Again, just depends on which Baker you get.
And then
Do you get good Baker or bad Baker?
the Saints
Is what it is.
the Saints are like poopy poop, but then you have like the Panthers, which are like diarrhea poop. I think the Panthers are going to be a little bit better with Dave Canales as the head coach, but never forget when Zach said, "Don't know who you are, bud," and got flamed on socials for 3 straight weeks.
Did I?
Oh yeah, I think you weren't paying attention to those comments. It's okay. You don't have to pay attention. That was a while ago. That was a lifetime ago. You don't got to think about it. Just know you got
That's
flamed.
crazy.
You got charred
For not knowing who? For not knowing who?
Dave Canales or the new Tennessee head coach that came from Cincinnati. You were like, don't know who you are, bud.
Guys, I still don't know. I just still don't know.
But I still think the Panthers are going to be bad, but better because Dave Canales was able to at least like do what they did with Tampa Bay last year. So 4 wins.
Sorry, Mr. Canales. I'm sorry.
And then like the 2 most boring divisions to talk about: NFC East first. Zach, actually, Zach, who are you picking?
You cut out there. I don't
Oh.
know what happened.
Who you picking for the NFC East?
NFC East, I'm going with the Cowboys. I think they're still going to be pretty good. I think the Cowboys are actually going to be pretty dang good this year. I'm pretty scared for our upcoming showing of that game.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, since it's not in enemy territory, we'll be fine.
Yeah, hopefully.
And
I
last
don't
time they
know.
went to Pittsburgh, they won, so hopefully we're due.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Imagine losing.
Don't have to. When I went to the Chargers game with Japes, we lost. Good game, though.
Fair enough.
But I actually disagree. I didn't put the Cowboys. I almost did, but there's just been so much
What
drama
makes
with
you
the
like
Cowboys.
the Eagles, my friend?
Yeah, it's like as if I was going to say the Commanders or the Giants. So here's the thing. The Eagles were having a lot. They were really good to start the year last year, and then they had a huge drop-off at the second half of the year. It sounds like there's a huge chemistry issue between Sirianni and Hurts. And also Sirianni was like overshadowing on the offensive play calling. But now that they added Kellen Moore and seeing what Kellen Moore can do, I know last year with the Chargers wasn't a great example, but also like we talked about earlier, Herbo was kind of hurt the entire season, so you don't really – and Eckler was hurt for most of the year too. So it's kind of hard to see what he could have done with that team. But I do think that with all of the offensive talent that is on this team after adding Saquon – and, I mean, they did lose Jason Kelce, which I think is going to be a very noticeable blow.
Yeah, that does suck.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to look that great, if I'm being completely honest here. But I do think the offense overall will be pretty fluid. I know that seems like, how are you going to say that the offense looks good? but the quarterback looks bad. We've seen that happen so many times, you guys. So
Yeah.
I just think that the offense overall and just the way the team is built, like Howie Roseman is so good at building his team, and I just think they're also less drama this year, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of drama with the Eagles just compared to the Cowboys, who their little fucking owner, which you guys will see this get up today when this video comes out. Their owner literally was just like, yeah, well, I'd pay Dak, but when you've seen it, and I haven't seen it. It's like, you just said your quarterback sucks ass. What are you doing, dude? Like, oh my God. Jerry Jones is like the boss. I don't even have an analogy. I genuinely am so tired. I don't have an analogy of thinking about him.
He's the boss that nobody wants. There you go. I did it for you.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say something.
Well,
meaner, but
yeah.
Nah,
I got you. He's an old man, dude. He's an old man. Leave
he's
him alone.
such an old man. He actually is really old. Hey Google, how old's Jerry Jones?
Can't wait for it to fail. Like it always does. Yep.
Hey Google, how old is Jerry
Called it.
Jones?
81 years old.
Oh, that's a lot younger than I was expecting. I thought she was gonna say like 87.
Nah, 80 plus is wild, dude.
Well, yeah, that's still not young. So that means he bought them in 95. So he bought them when he was 70 years old? He was an old man when he bought them. Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
God. Oh. That kind of helped me make me feel a little bit young there. Anyways, wait, no. That was 30 years ago. He was 61.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, no. Yeah, because
Still old.
Still,
but-
yeah, still old. That's like middle age. That's not middle age because that means he would live to be 120.
Middle age.
Yeah,
This
wait,
man
Zach,
works in a
do you know what's
doctor's
crazy?
office,
When you
guys.
think about it, if you're like, yeah, I do work at a doctor's office. If you think about it, when you say middle age, you think like what, 40s, 50s, right?
40s, 50s, yeah.
Yeah. The average age people die at in the world is like 75. So middle age is really like 33.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, 37. Math was horrible there. Like 37. That's middle age, which that's you're just like an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, 40 plus is definitely when you start getting there.
Shut up, Mom and Dad. Well, last division, NFC West. Zach, just say it. It's fine.
It's the Niners.
I also said the Niners. I think the Rams are going to be fun. I think the Rams are going to be like one game behind the Niners. I just think very similar to the Eagles, the Niners are just built so well.
Yeah. No, the Niners are just goated. It is what it is. What are you gonna do?
I also think that the Cardinals are going to be a little bit of a surprise. They're not going to be great, but I think they'll win like 7 games and be a lot of fun. That team offensively is really, really good, but their defense is really bad. But I do think, genuinely, I think the Rams will make the playoffs. And I think they, throughout the entire season, like this would not surprise me if this was a division that came down to like the last week. And
Really?
that's what decided it. Yeah, I do. I really do think, even though they lost Aaron Donald, I do think that if they can have some consistency on the offense, because like last year they had all the Kyron Williams injuries, and also like Stafford was in and out of the lineup. Same with Cooper Kupp at the beginning of the season. So I think they got some consistency on the offense. I just trust McVay with that offense, and I think that they can be really, really good this year.
Yeah, fair enough.
But there you go. There's our division winners for this year. Tune back in 4 months to see how we did. We agreed on what? All but 2?
Yeah, Cowboys and Packers. And you did Eagles, Lions.
Okay, so for the most part, I think one of us will go 8 for 8, and the other one will go 6 for 8.
I'm sure it'll be those two that kind of change it up.
Yeah. Okay, now let's do bold predictions. Zach and I both brought 3 for this year, and I'm curious what we both see as bold.
Yeah, I don't know. I
So-
don't think mine are crazy.
Okay, you can go first then. Oh, my
all
first
3?
one's actually so crazy. No, we'll go 1. I just the way you said that, I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna think mine is actually pretty crazy. Shit. Okay,
Yeah, I
go-
couldn't really think. Me being as mega of a casual as I've been, it was kind of hard. But I said Kirko Chains finishes top 3 in the MVP race this year.
Oh.
My number 1.
Don't hate it. I mean, if he's healthy, I feel like last year he was kind of on track to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we'll just see a huge increase in Falcons' offense production
Oh, 1,000%.
and get them a lot of votes.
With Zach Robinson, 1,000%. I think that offense is going to be huge with Drake London
Yeah.
and Kyle Pitts.
Bijan.
Obviously. So, okay, maybe mine isn't that crazy because mine's kind of similar. I said Jared Goff is an MVP finalist.
Yeah, that's also probably up there.
They're going to be one of the best offenses in the league with Ben Johnson running everything, and a year 2 at Jahmyr Gibbs if he can stay healthy. And if he can't stay healthy, you got David Montgomery, you got Amon-Ra to throw to. Jameson Williams, maybe he finally breaks out if he can somewhat live up to his potential. You got arguably, literally this. Ow, how'd that happen? Okay, literally, arguably the best tight end. He's arguably after his rookie year, Sam Laporta, one of the best tight ends in the league.
Sam, yeah.
And
One of the better ones.
I would also say one of the best offensive lines in the league as well with their defense. Just going to take another step forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that defense has nothing to do with Jared Goff. Jared Goff, top MVP finalist. I think that'd be fun as shit. I think you could have like a Matt Ryan-esque run. Also, look out for the Lions to maybe win the Super Bowl this year. I would have loved to see them in it last year, but they blew a giant-ass fucking lead.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
What's your next one?
So this is kind of like a two-parter because
Okay.
implying what I'm going to say also implies that this other statement is up there as well.
Okay.
I say the Bears win at least 9 games this year, which also means that with the Packers, in my opinion, winning the division, the Lions also probably having 11-plus wins, and the Bears, is it maybe time to start looking at the NFC North for being one of the better divisions in football instead of the AFC North? If it all comes true, where they each have probably 10-plus wins.
I don't hate it, honestly. I think the Bears winning 9 at least is somewhat realistic with how stacked this team is. It just depends on Caleb Williams. And I even think right now they have an argument to be the second best. I mean, the Vikings are the weakest team in that division. You'd think if we're assuming the Bears will have the potential.
And the Vikings aren't that bad once healthy. You know what I mean?
And if Sam Darnold can be what I think he can be, which is pretty freaking good. Pretty freaking good.
Yeah, you love Sam Darnold, dude.
He was dealt the shittest hand. My second one is, we were talking about it earlier kind of a little bit. The Los Angeles Chargers make it to the AFC Championship.
Huh? That's crazy.
Really?
That's crazy. You love Jim. Everyone loves Jim. We haven't seen Jim.
We have seen Jim.
You guys got to stop
We have
loving
seen
Jim.
We saw him a decade
Not on
ago
the-
when I was in middle school.
Not on the cursed Chargers, okay? It doesn't matter. Death, taxes, Chargers are cursed, dude. I've lived most of my life with a Chargers fan. I have been somewhat invested in Chargers football for a while now. They're one of the most cursed franchises of all time, and I don't think one man is going to stroll in and save it all.
Hear me out, Zach. Hear me out. The
Go ahead.
NFL allows this to happen because they put a 1-year lease on their curse on the Vikings, and that's why the Chargers window is open.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, this team, they're kind of stacked, but also not at all. Like, if you're talking from a coaching perspective, their coaching staff is stacked. But then on offense, it's Herbo. That's it. Maybe McConkey.
Herbo,
Quinton
Gus
doesn't
Bus,
exist. No,
J.K. Dobbins, Quentin Johnston. You got the
DJ
rookie
Chark.
kid, DJ Chark, Will Dissly, and Hayden Hurst. It's a bad
No,
combo.
it's
You got a
stinky.
new offensive line. Your defense is moderately good.
it's fine.
If not, just good.
I just think
But
this-
no, I don't think this team was one head coach away. And if it was, you wouldn't have, there's no reason to get rid of your whole receiving core. All of them gone.
Well, no, Mike Williams' contract was up, and they don't want to pay an injury-prone player, and Keenan is getting old, and they don't want to extend a player. So I kind of understand.
Yeah, but then they did nothing with it. They got some trash.
Got a fourth-round pick for Keenan.
For some trash.
I
They
don't know.
got
I
some
think
trash.
this team's going to run for close to 2,000 yards in a committee backfield. I think Herbo could still even throw for 4,000.
You just think the Ravens 2.0 backfield is just going to pop off?
I think.
Like we've seen it. We've seen those two guys. Like again, it wasn't that good. We've seen those exact two players as a committee.
Bro, Zach hates this pick so much.
No, I just don't think you're putting them like a game away from the Super Bowl.
Zach, what's
That's
the segment
insane.
called? Zach, what's the segment called?
Yeah, it's bold, dude. That is bold.
All right, give me your third bold one, Mr. Perfect.
I had to go something with the Steelers, and I don't think this is going to come true at all, but I wanted to.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not going to be Justin related. I feel like it's going to be George related. Or is it? Wait, can I ask? Is it player related or team related?
Player related.
George Pickens has 1,700 yards and 10 touchdowns.
No.
Damn.
No.
Go ahead.
You had it right. You had it wrong. It was Justin related.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And I said Fields is starting / in the game over 50% of the time, like his contract says, by week 6.
I'd love that. You guys saw my whole video.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but if we're going bold,
it was bold.
like it could happen. It really, like, I severely doubt it. And if Tomlin is smart, he won't do it. But if Fields, like, in his weird Fields packages, like, really, really balls out, I wouldn't, like, hate seeing him on the field, like, half and half. It would be a weird way to play a game, having two quarterbacks in 50-50. But it might be something that teams haven't seen, and it might work for a year. You know what I mean?
It is definitely bold.
Yeah, very bold. That is slightly less bold than saying the Chargers are one game away from the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that. You're saying
bold.
a quarterback plays 50% of the snaps, and I'm saying a team goes to championship. I feel like one of these is not like the other.
I also said starting. Like, he could be starting.
I'd love him to start, but I think after naming Russ the starter, they would somewhat lose the locker room.
Yeah.
They benched Russ, which sucks. They should have just started Justin from the beginning. But it is what it is.
I think they would have lost it anyways.
It's hard for Tomlin to lose a locker room, especially at such a young locker room as it is right now.
Yeah, but Russell's free. Literally so free.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Justin's free too.
Yeah, but Justin's not going to be free. Russell will never not be free. Justin's not going to be free. So we need him to stay alive until either we have to get rid of him because he's not going to be free, or we pay him. What do you think? Do you think we pay him ever? Or do we think he just runs his little, what is it? Justin. Russ is not getting paid. We did not pick up Justin Fields to extend Russell Wilson. That is not what the plan was.
I agree. I think what I'm hoping, what I'd love to see is like Pittsburgh is able to give him like a 3-year extension towards the end of this year for like $25 million, and you're getting him as a fucking steal. So worst case scenario, if he doesn't work out, he's expensive but cheap for a quarterback, and you can go to the draft if you need to. I think that's what I'd like, but at least in the quarterback market, it's insane. It's not insane. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, they get paid so much money. Wide receivers are getting paid so much money.
Yeah.
Running backs got to be pissed, bro. Running backs are probably like literally punching air.
Every time a running back wants money, they're just automatically on the trade block. Wide receivers,
they get shut down. They're like, yeah, we need you.
What's that, Jamar?
CD says.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. CD says, I need money. They say, okay, yeah. It's going to take a little bit, but they give them all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Dak, Zeke, anybody else on that team, they say, nah, piss off.
And Jamar
receivers get loved so much.
I want a contract equal or above Daniel Jones's contract. And the Bengals are like, all right, that's what you fucking want. Meanwhile, you've got, who knows what, Najee Harris wanting his 5th-year option picked up. It's like, I don't know if we can commit to that.
They're like, you're going to die soon, dude. Like,
yeah, you're going to be 26 next year. That's basically in the grave, bro.
They literally go, every single running back meeting, all the GM has to go is, so you remember that guy, Nick Chubb?
Oh.
You remember him? He's the reason we'll never pay you any more money in our entire lives.
And then the running backs go, what about CMC? And they go, shut the fuck up. That's
one guy. They're like, that's a once in a generation white dude, okay? Those are built in a lab. That's Steve Rogers. That is Steve Rogers. Okay.
Holy shit, Christian McCaffrey is Captain America.
They actually made Steve Rogers, and he instead of being a superhero, he became a football player.
That's crazy.
What a story! What a great comic book story they could do.
Bro, imagine getting the superhero semen. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, Homelander in the building. Oh no.
Ugh. Now imagine getting the superhero, the super soldier serum, and being like, all right, Captain America, this is your opportunity to go fight. Where'd he go? He's like, oh, he applied to Stanford. He's gonna go be there as the starting running back.
That's Forrest Gump, dude. It's actually Forrest Gump. That's like if Spider-Man, because in all the Spider-Man movies, his trope is like, yeah, I was a nerd and then I got bit and I had to keep pretending to be a nerd because then everyone would know.
That's like Spider-Man going like, nah, I'm
He's
a
like,
jock
yeah,
now.
nah, screw it, dude. I'm literally Spider-Man. I'm about to run this high school. I'm about to break Derrick Henry's high school rushing yard record by 8,000 yards.
Nah, bro, he'd be on the basketball team because he can jump like a motherfucker, so he'd just be fucking dunking every single
He'd be
ball.
on all of them. It doesn't matter. He's on all of them.
Oh, yeah.
He's
no.
Spider-Man.
Bro,
He's literally Spider-Man.
He'd have the craziest pitching game with the webs. That shit would just be going like,
Oh, that'd be
my
crazy.
God, that'd be wild. Gymnastics,
Yeah.
he'd be an Olympian, actual Olympian.
And he's literally like OP, dude.
Oh no, wait, hold
Like
on.
wrestling,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
boxing,
UFC?
He's an he's literally a world champion in every single sport. He's OP.
Shout out Pete.
Shout out Peter Parker, dude.
Um,
Shout out him never being real and ruining everyone's chance of being a GOAT because he would steal everyone's list.
Literally everyone. That's like every superhero.
Tom
but I guess
Brady?
That's what makes him super.
No
All right,
much
all right.
longer.
All right, relax.
It's Spider-Man now. Imagine that. Imagine that alternate universe. You pop into an alternate universe, you look at the GOAT lists, and it's just Spider-Man on all of them. Like, he played every sport and just, like,
Bo
was
Jackson
the
on
best
another
in all of
level.
them. Yeah,
He
he's
played
like,
on both sides of the ball. Yeah, he was a starting middle linebacker, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. He played everything. It was crazy.
You're like, wait a minute, how does he start? How is he the starting quarterback and the starting tight end?
You don't question Peter. You don't question Pete.
And Pete would throw the ball, web sling to it, like downfield, catch it. Yeah, no, Peter Parker would be crazy. Well,
Shit! I got
there we
I
go.
got one more bold take. My bad. Sorry, we went on a tangent. Last bold take. I kind of teased it earlier. I think that the Cleveland Browns are drafting in the top 10 again next year.
Wow, you hate the Browns. Why? I mean, I know why, but like, why?
Deshaun Watson's a garbage can,
Yeah.
both as a person
Yeah,
and
yeah,
as a
yeah.
player.
Yeah, that was the why. That was the why that I knew why. But like,
Jerome
deeper.
Ford's going to be their running back one for the start of the season, and I think he'll be fine. But once Nick Chubb comes back, he's not going to be the same Nick Chubb. Mark Cooper's a good wide receiver one, but I don't think he'll be enough. I think the defense will be great, but I mean, picking 9, it's still within the top 10. I just think they're going to be pretty underwhelming after the season that they had last year, and I think that they're also going to be in the market for a quarterback. It would not surprise me next year if they drafted a quarterback, even with Deshaun on the team for another 2 years.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyways,
Well,
we
cool.
told you we told you guys we'd keep it between 45 and 50, and it's 58 right now. So if any of you are here, you're just here for the TikToks. It's fine. These clips will be posted on TikTok too. Shout out that. But yeah, we are
Shout
back.
out all 50,000 of you guys.
Yes, thank you.
It's crazy.
I really do. I guess I've had my opportunity, but Zach hasn't had his opportunity to thank you guys. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't do much. Definitely shout out Connor. He does everything. I'll be here every once in a while.
we are.
I'll show up every time Connor's. If Connor's in face on a podcast, I'll be there too. Don't worry.
Oh yeah,
Almost
Zach-
99% of the time.
Zach and I will be here. At least we're planning to be here every single week of the NFL season. Sometimes shit happens. That's just what happens whenever you have to do things from 1,000 miles away. But we're planning on every single week. So look out for the podcast to come out on Mondays from now on. We're going to record these on Sundays. So, yeah, if something happens because of a Sunday night game, we don't talk about it, we're probably recording during the game, okay? Listen, we have our own lives, okay? So it's either that or nothing, okay? So if we miss out on something, we'll probably talk about it the next week. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. Zach?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, so look out for the podcast on Mondays. Season 3, we're back. Shout out everyone that's supported on socials for the last couple of months. It's been insane. And shout out Zach for being back on the pod.
What's up, homie? What's
All
up,
right,
brother?
boys. We will see you guys in the next episode.